share some stuff with you. Back then we did what is known as common entrance. So everybody in the village would have purchased the major newspapers for that day to find out if your name was published, if your name was written there. And if your name was not written there, it would have been embarrassment in the community because you failed the common entrance. And they would have said, Junior Miss Cherryson failed the common entrance. Now back then, you would have been recommended if you're A student, remember I was a B student, right? You'd have recommended if you're an A student to sit the common entrance in grade 4. I was not recommended in grade 4. I went to grade 5. Each student had 2 chances, grade 5 and grade 6. I was not recommended in grade 5. Then grade 6, and Mr. Brown said, no way now to the common entrance, because back then you don't want to mash the average of Spanish Town Primary. You don't want to mash the standard. So if Robert Miller sit the common entrance, Robert Miller would have failed, so you'd have mashed the average. So that's what Mr. Brown told my parents. And I went home, and my parents were very disturbed. Truth of a fact, I wasted my time at Spanish Town Primary because Spanish Town Primary had and still have some of the best teachers. And I have no apologies for that. So Miss Icklin, my grade 1 teacher, and Miss Beckford navigated the system and spoke to Mr. Brown for 45 minutes. And Mr. Brown said, all right, I'm going to make him sit the common entrance. But I'm going to show him I'm going to fail. But let it not be said, I didn't allow him to sit the common entrance. You know what happened, students? I pass? Let me see the hands of all those who believe that I pass. Let me see the hands of all those who believe that I fail. Mercy. So I proved Mr. Brown correct. I failed the common entrance. Miserably. And my parents saved and purchased the papers, and my name was not published there. Embarrassment in the community. So I could not find an institution, because back then if you did not pass the common entrance, a lot of persons drop out of school. So I went to Willardine High School in first form, and then I got a space in Bridgeport High School, which is similar color to Spanish Town Primary. White, blue, and red. My years here at Spanish Town Primary is a memorable one. And I encourage the students to capture the moments that you're here. Try not to be average like me. Try to strive for perfection. Now, some persons are late starters, but you have to know where you're coming from. 105 years to where you are now, to where you are going. I used to look forward to this semester when Right House will win the sports day. We had some of the best sports days here at Spanish Town Primary. Many of the athletes here went on to Boys and Girls Championship. So I left Spanish Town Infant being a champion boy. And when I came to Spanish Town Primary, reality hit me. And I couldn't be the champion boy. But I got some points for Right House. I was on the best shift, blue shift. The best shift, without a shadow of a doubt. Say what you want to say, but I was on the best shift. All right, blue shift. And I heard a song earlier. It's okay to fail. It's okay to make mistakes, because you will learn from those mistakes and you will strive not to make those mistakes again. Now, I've learned from my experience here at Spanish Town Primary. Many students that are sitting here want to be doctor, lawyers, pilots, and the list go on. So who is going to be the carpenter? Who is going to be the electrician? But I must say to you that today you want to be a doctor. When I was coming here at Spanish Town Primary, I wanted to become a doctor. And I remember a student fell down on the grade 5 block. And the first sight of blood for me, that was it. It just changed. I don't want to become doctor anymore. So it's okay for you to say what you want to become and act what you want to become. But the reality is, as time passes, and when I went to Bridgeport High School, I wasn't good in the science subjects, so to speak, either. But always have a plan for your life. Always strive, students, for what you want to become. I said earlier with no qualms that Spanish Town Primary have some of the best teachers. The teachers here, while I was here, molded us, adopted us as their own. They were our counselors, and they gave their all. I remember coming to extra classes. Never did much for me, but it's not for want of not the teachers playing their part. It was for my adoption. So I encourage you, students, take what you have been taught here at Spanish Town Primary. It is the base, and it is what will propel you to do better at the secondary level and also in your small space, your communities. I see many parents are here today. I would have wished to see many more. And I've seen many fathers as well. I encourage the parents to continue to sacrifice for your child. Continue to play your part. Continue to nurture them and ensure that that parallel reinforcement from the school and home is there. Because sometimes we tend to blame the teachers as parents, not knowing that we have a part to play. I'm cognizant of the fact that you have deprived yourselves of even being here today to ensure that your child, your children get that quality education that they deserve. And for this, I ask the students to give them a round of applause. So I had a friend who was in my class. His name is Michael Wigan. And sadly, he passed as Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown passed last year. Michael Wigan passed 2 weeks ago. Now, parents, I encourage you to just pop up at school. Find out how your child is doing. Don't wait until parent day or report day. Ensure that you visit the Parent Teachers Association meetings. It is extremely vital because parents are main stakeholders that build on that solid rock here at Spanish Town Primary. So Michael Wigan dad used to just pop up at school. And Michael Wigan was a troublemaker. And his dad used to have a belt in his pocket. And his dad used to come to the classroom, to the teacher. How is Michael Wigan doing? And peer bad report. And his father would whop him right in front of everybody. I'm just saying to you parents, I might not believe in corporal punishment. I don't. It worked for me then. But it's different time, different ways to do stuff. And I'm a strong believer of that. But I'm saying to you,